Hey guys, the Maniac Sec here. So what you're about to see is me showing off my first real game that I've made with 3 other teammates, which I'll show off in the credits of the game itself later. So, I have made other games before, but they were more like tech demos showing off the tutorials that I looked up on Unity and other things like that. So I made this at my game design camp, which was 2 weeks long. The first week was pretty much just like learning Unity, programming, and all the other stuff. But the second week was dedicated to our teams making our own games. So we literally had 1 week to make a full and finished game. Isn't that crazy? So we developed our game on this, the Kindle Fire 7 tablet, which was given at our camp. And I don't really have the audio recording software nor the time to really get the game looking as good as it did in person on your guys' screens. And if I did, it would literally just be me with this camera or my phone just doing this. So the video itself, I wanted to be more of a record showing off this game so I can look back and go, wow, this is how far I've come in game design, because I'm going to be a game designer when I'm older. And so I decided, what the heck, let's port it to PC. And so that's what I've done. It was pretty easy because we developed it on PC first, then we ported it to mobile, and now I'm porting it back to PC. Aside from a few text changes and a little scaling and controls, obviously the controls on the tablet are different than the controls on the keyboard, the game is pretty much the same on both the tablet and the PC, so the experience is pretty much the same. And so without further ado, let's begin. Okay guys, so this is basically the game. So we got a title screen. I am so sorry that the starting credits button looked like butt. I tried really hard to adjust them for PC. It didn't look good, and I drew in my hand. I wish I asked the sprite animator to do them, but whatever. At least the animation's cool, right? Alright, let's go to the credits first. So without these people, this game would have not been possible, so I just want to give a shout out to these people who did, like I did the sound, and the other people did the other stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this play. Obviously that's the title screen song, and that's a sneak peek. We have 3 levels created, which is pretty impressive for making it in a week and with all of our complications that we had. So yeah. The music sounds different on the tablet, I don't know why, but that's alright. But let's say you want to go back to the title screen, right? And it's like, oh, we play this again. Alright, there we go. Let's begin with the start button. We obviously have it in all 3 levels. Unfortunately, it does not work here. I am so sorry about that. I tried to fix it for PC. It broke, so that's alright. So you move with the WSD keys or the arrow keys as usual, and you jump. But this is a 2D platformer beat 'em up. So imagine Mario, right? But you're using Bellator and you're punching people instead of jumping on people. And obviously you press F to punch. A little delay, but it still works. Yeah, I know the animations were a little delayed, but like getting those to work was a pain in the ass. Like, holy crap. We spent, I think that was probably the majority of our complications, like getting the animations to work, making sure the player knows he got hit, and to make sure the enemy gets hit too. All that was pretty difficult. So yeah. Ow, sorry about that, guys. It's another weird bug. You can apparently punch people, but yeah. Basically, the enemies are the tribesmen, so yeah. I don't know why we call them that, but that's okay. Here's our loading screen. The loading screen is more cosmetic, because really, in Unity, when you have multiple scenes and you build the project as a final, like, executable file for the computer, or like, if you're making an application for the phone, it just loads automatically. But we added it as more as a cosmetic thing because we had time. So yeah. Oh jeez. Ah. God dang it. But yeah, these are the tribesmen, the only enemy in the game, unfortunately. I was hoping to get like another variation of them with which they had more health, but That's okay. We have a lot of unused assets. If you guys want to see... Actually, never mind. I don't think there's any point. I know it's only my first game, but there's a lot of unused stuff. Like, the sprite artist who you saw in the credits, Julian, he made a lot of unused assets. He made animations for jumping, kicking, doing different types of punches. So, hopefully we could... hopefully, if I was to use this game and, like, expand upon it, hopefully I could figure out how to get those animations working, too. So, yeah. So, although in the credits, Julian is considered the level designer, he is, for the most part. Him and I were both the main level designers. I designed level 1 and 2, for the most part. Amari, who designed the background art, he expanded this level. So, originally, right here was where the level was going to end. But now, Julian added this section to let players know, oh, they're going into the next level. It's pretty easy, but at least they get the point. Yeah, I made the finish flag, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to go into the third and final level. I'm sorry if I'm going a little too fast, guys. If I'm going, like, way too fast, like, whoa, 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 what did he say? Easy. You can just rewind the video like this. Or if you want, you can just slow it down in the gear options if you're on PC. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, obviously Julian made this thing, so that's cool. I'm pretty impressed because level design is actually a lot harder. So, like, what we did was we literally had platforms for level 1 and 2 that were basically, like, the general outline. And then Julian made sprites for them. And then I just took those sprites and added them in. I'm sorry if I'm a little too loud. But I lowered the game audio as much as I can because I want you guys to still hear the jumps like this. But I want to make sure my voice was clear because I have a lot to say. Okay. Oh, jeez. There we go. I made that jump. Huh. There we go. This song is my favorite song, to be honest. It's kind of a shame how there's a lot of bugs and weird stuff. Like, the animations are weird. There's no death animation for the character, nor the enemy. See, there's a lot of blue in him. There's a lot of gray. The whole sprite, like, his torso was meant to be all blue, but it got messed up when we scaled it up, so that's okay. Obviously, that doesn't give us extra health, but it's alright. Alright. Wow. Let's defeat this last enemy. And we're gonna get the Halo Blade. There we go. Yeah, hopefully if I was to expand the game, maybe I could have it so the player uses the Halo Blade and uses it as the punch button. Or he could just punch normally. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole game in a nutshell. If you want a download link so you could try this for yourself, just let me know in the comments below, because I'm not really sure how to do that yet, and I didn't really have time to prepare one before the video was released. And also, this is for Windows, and it has to be in 920 by 1080p. Otherwise, the buttons, including the return to title screen and the start and credits one, will show up in weird places, you know what I'm saying? And I think I have to port for Mac and Linux too. So if you guys want me to do a download link for that, just let me know, and I'm sure I'll be able to do that pretty easily. And I'm sorry guys if this felt more like a filler video, but I really want to show, hey, I did something worthwhile was at camp. I wasn't goofing off or in some weird location around the earth, so I was absent. No, I want to show this off as more of a record and just say, hey, I'm proud of this game, and I think you guys will enjoy it. No worries guys, my next video that's going to be huge will be released next month with me talking about motion controls, and I'm going to defend them. Oh yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? So if you want to know when that video is released, be sure to subscribe. And also follow my Twitter account at @TheManiacSec to know when future videos like this are released, as well as some exclusive behind the scenes content of this channel and more. Anyways guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh hey, made it to the end of the video. If you want to see the previous video I did, which was a review on the ARMS game for the Nintendo Switch, click on the left. Or if you are new here and you haven't seen the Switch Month playlist yet, click on the right to see the full playlist. Anyways, I gotta work on that motion controls video, so I'll see you guys soon.